What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 realistic AI-only battle. This has been exciting, and there's lots going on at the moment, so I'm going to do a quick recap of the map. Also, I haven't played this series in like a week, so probably a good idea too as well. Remind me what's going on. The Kree are failing to invade the Shoshone. Apart from that, it seems pretty chill in South America, although the Mongolians, I don't actually know, they might actually be attacking that, I have no idea. Europe seems pretty quiet from what I can gather. The main wars are in Africa, I think, anyway. Mainly the Songhai v Ethiopia. That's getting pretty hectic now. We can just hit next turn, start to get through it. But yeah, I think Ethiopia is going to start to crumble pretty soon. And then I think there's something else. I don't know what it is, though. Mongolia just taking over the world, doing their thing. Maybe that's what it is. They just keep doing that. Which would make sense, to be fair. They're pretty good at the Zulu, somehow, of all people. I mean, they already have this city, so why not? They may end up conquering Indonesia. It looks like it might be them, or it might be Britain. It's not Japan anymore, who took most of their stuff away. Mongolia now with Great War Infantry, so I think they've won. But, you know, I'm interested in who comes second after the final. Hopefully what we can get through being 130 turns. It's going to be exciting. Another Hunnic city grabbed up here. Just keep on adding to their empire very slowly. Still very spread out and still good friends with Russia. I did a little poll. I mean, it's probably by the time this comes out, it's probably like a week ago. But saying who did you guys think was the closest contender to Mongolia? And everyone did believe it was actually the Kree, not anyone else who had the best chance. And I think that's just because they're further away, I would assume. Because I don't think they are second. But they are probably the most likely. I think that's a good idea, picking the Kree. They just got their first plane, so that's not good news for the Shoshone. Obviously, we've seen how bad planes have been so far for the Ethiopians. The Songhai definitely ramping up their efforts a little bit now, so that's good. The game is starting to slow down, but I probably won't be able to do, if it gets really bad, like I won't be able to do the whole thing video where I just skip to the end or whatever until I get back from my holiday, so that's going to be a while. So there should be like, well, no, there's a third series out now, so I think from when this episode comes out, there will be definitely 3 episodes, maybe 4. Like, there'll be 4 of one of them. I don't know which one it is, but yeah. Hopefully. And that's if I get them all done. It's going to be a very big rush in these last 3 days. Go on Monday, so going to be a bit of a rush, but it'll be fine. We'll get it done, probably. I'll just like stay up until we leave really early on Monday morning or something. It'll be good. Good fun, I guess. India versus the Mayans. I kind of do all my work in like bursts, I feel. So, it's now. Why is the rain so loud? I don't think you'll be able to hear that, but that is quite loud. Just in general, like that's annoying. Like, why is it gonna be raining? Although it is night time, so I'm not really sure why I would care. Not going outside. Yeah, I get like, I do a big session of videos and I'm like, we're a little bit closer to having all this huge amount of videos I need done ahead for holiday ready. And then I'm like, well, that means 2 days off in the back of my brain. It's like, yep, and all the hard work is undone again. I just can't stick to like a schedule of doing a few things every day. I'd rather do like 5 or 6 in just or like just do loads at the weekend for some ridiculous reason. And then have the night off in the week. Maybe it's because I'm tired. That might be it. But, you know, not much more I can do about that. Just need to stop yawning in videos. That's always a good start. Persia now also has planes. So a few more civs. Saying that, Mongolia does not. There you go. Great equalizer. No oil for Mongolia, maybe. Or maybe they... I don't know if ironclads use oil. Can't remember. Maybe they've used it all for that. I don't know what Shaka is up to, but he's doing some crazy stuff. Very brave. Some more Mongolian settlers arriving. 4 more, I think. 3. There's definitely 3. Yeah, 3 in the area. That's not good for anyone else, but we'll ignore that. And we'll continue to watch Ethiopia fall, because it's pretty big for the future of Africa. I assume Adwa here is going to fall pretty soon to the Songhai. Even Addis Ababa now under siege. Not a good time there. If the Songhai take, like, I mean, Arabia is probably going to... Actually, maybe not. They're still far away. If the Songhai grabs everything, that'll be pretty scary. And the Zulu... I don't know what Shaka's up to. He's just like, yeah, you can have open borders. Why not? May as well, right? Just give you open borders. Seems smart. doesn't feel like you'll be regretting that one anytime soon. A lot of people going up against the Mayans. Pretty sure they're safe as long as the Kree don't attack them. And now the Kree have the Kree have Great War infantry too. There we go. Someone is keeping the dream alive, and they have a lot of planes now. They might be able to not eliminate the Shoshone. They actually are still pretty. I mean, if they could get these cities, that'd be really nice. These are all incredibly big, considering they're in the tundra. That is quite impressive from the Shoshone. Probably why they have such good technology. But the Kree could really do with those. So we'll see. And obviously they could also do with taking out the Iroquois, because they're still a medium strength country, or Civ, compared to the rest of the world. They're not doing that bad. They've got similar technology to Brazil, so they can't be doing that bad. And like Brazil have been free to do whatever they want all game. And have been pretty not successful, they've been pretty dreadful. But they haven't they're doing fine. They're here playing their part. So we won't count them out just yet. How are you doing, Byzantium? Oh yeah, people were attacking Vienna, but they seem to be ready to hold on to it. I think a lot of them are actually at war with each other. It's just that there isn't much success. When I said there wasn't much going on in Europe, a lot of them, I think, are actually at war. Just whether or not anything happens, I doubt it. I think Russia's at war with both of them, Rome and Byzantium, if I remember correctly. Brazil pieced out with the Maya. Probably a good move. Just want to check something. What video is tomorrow? It's okay, I'll keep looking at this. Let's go have a look at... Oh, it's the Kree's turn again. Let's see what's going on down here. I just want to check. Is it a new series? Because I just teased it if it's not out yet. I don't know what comes first, this video or the new series. Okay, the new series is quite way away yet in days. Never mind. But there is a new series coming soon. I'm going to be trying to reform. This is exclusive, obviously. I'll probably say an EU4 episode that's too late now, but never mind. Going to be trying to reform the Roman Empire in Hearts of Iron 4. Don't think that will go too well. But yeah, we're basically playing as Italy. But if I call it Italy Let's Play versus reforming the Roman Empire, then one of those is definitely a jazzier title. But yeah, we're playing as Italy, and we're going to try and still be fascist, but not join the Axis, basically. And see what happens from there. Just form a cool faction, maybe, if I can. I am a noob at Hoi 4, so that's probably not going to happen either. We'll probably end up just being Germany's trying to think of the word to use to keep this channel undemonetized, so that would be nice. I've had a good month, all those adverts raining in. I'd like not to lose them. You guys, this series has done incredibly well. That is mainly why. I don't know why, but yeah, the watch time. You guys have watched a lot of this series. I'm very thankful. Glad you're enjoying it. I mean, it works both ways, I guess. Very good. You guys, yeah, definitely seem to be enjoying this. And it's been a very crazy series. I think that's helped. Some of the last ones have been really boring. I'm not going to lie. There are some that obviously have just been midway and I've been like, I just want to quit this. I don't want to do this anymore. This is so terrible. AI only battles. But this one has actually been really good. I mean, obviously the winner's not that exciting again. We've had that a few times before as well. But the rest of the map, I think sometimes, maybe if we have a clear winner, that's good. It gets it out of the way. Sometimes that's where the issue's been. We can just, we don't even have to focus on what Mongolia's doing that much. We can just look at the other civs. I mean, bear in mind, Mongolia, they are really far ahead, but they've been pretty passive, all things considered. They've killed Korea, and that was only a few turns ago. And they took out China at the start. That's all they did. They haven't really done anything else. They tried to attack India and failed. They've not really impacted much of what else is going on. The rest of the world's been pretty unaffected by it, so yeah, it's actually led to a really exciting game. I like it. It's been good. Very, very exciting. We'll see what more exciting things break out soon. We're in a bit of a lull patch. We are approaching turn 300, which will be our next major look at the Info Addicts. I might just bring it ahead and do it next episode. I don't know what the turn speed's like. I assume based on the current rate, we started on 271. So we'll probably get through 12 turns this episode, maybe. So that will, okay, maybe not. That'll be 283. Yeah, it'll probably be not the 2 episodes I'm doing now. I'm recording one now. I'll record one straight after. Probably the next one after that, which will be the 3rd one. So 2 episodes from now. I'll probably do it in the 291. Most literate people, Mongolia is leading by 4 technologies. Persia is then in second on 52, 51 for the Cree, 50 for the Songhai, and then it's Attila with 49. Britain and the Inca both have 48. I'm surprised the Inca, actually not really, the Inca are of course on the other side of the mountains, I forgot. Brazil up there as well. And then Shoshone, there you go, still well and truly up there. And they're all within 10 of Mongolia, they've done pretty well. The Iroquois again, like I said, Shoshone and the Iroquois, despite having been in rough spots at the moment, both of them have done okay. They're pretty normal functioning civs. They're just made to sort of look very small by the Cree. Like they probably both could have a run at the top 10 if the game finished right now. Actually, I should do that. Who is my top 10 right now? I mean, just guessing, not using the informatics. Mongolia is obviously number 1. That's not disputed. I don't mind. That makes it kind of easier for me, actually. So don't worry with that one. I think Persia would be in there. I'm not going to do it in an order, but Persia would be in it. Let's get the obvious ones out of the way. Persia, Songhai, and Cree. That gets us up to 4 civs done. I think the Huns would be in there. That's 5. Russia would make it 6. Although, I think they're in there for now. I have a feeling they won't make it till the end. It's the rest of the spots that are difficult. That's where... So that's 6 spots done with Russia and the Huns. That leaves 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, 4 more spots. Not in any particular order. On pure strength, I think Britain will sneak in on the info addicts in the real game. Assuming they don't lose a lot of stuff. But whether or not that's what I'm sort of counting here is what I'm thinking. I think Britain would sneak in. Then someone like Egypt's doing well. But yeah, it's just so difficult. I think Shaka could be in there by the end. I don't know again. It depends how strong the Songhai get here. Ethiopia are just about clinging on. Yeah, Shaka could definitely squeeze in. Brazil, again, are they there? Are they not? Everyone else is really close, I feel. Because like I said, the Iroquois and Shoshone could definitely be in that final 4. The Inca and Brazil could be in it. I don't think there's much separating this next sort of group. I don't know. So what about even Arabia? Like, they're all pretty similar on technology. I think Britain is the only one left that I think has a little bit of an advantage, just that they got off the start. That they managed to defend it a bit better than everyone else. The only civs that are alive right now that I'd rule out, Japan. I mean, they're keeping up with all those civs we just mentioned. They could definitely get in the top 10, but I feel like they won't make it till the end. That's obviously a issue. I think Mongolia will probably take them out at some point, and even if not, they're not really expanding that much. They conquered a couple of islands, but that's it. Indonesia, sadly, I'm afraid won't be making a comeback from this. India as well, probably not going to make a comeback. That's pretty obvious right now. Korea won't be coming back. Rome, they're not far off, but I think they just had that weird period where they were doing nothing. I think that's going to cost them. Carthage, pretty small. I'm sure the Songhai or Rome, maybe both, will team up and take them out at some point. Egypt and Arabia, I would give a fair shot to, as I would Byzantium to get in that top 10, to be honest. They're doing pretty well. I think Ethiopia, if they can cling on, it's great, but I still don't see them making it till the end. I think they're in between a sort of rock and a hard place and another rock in Egypt, who will just eventually, snowball so much better than Ethiopia. Another ideology, and yeah, it's almost all autocracy now. Not really a surprise. Iroquois into the modern era. But yeah, other civs obviously have no chance. The Mayans, Shoshone about to lose the Panama Canal to the Iroquois of all people. The Corral, yeah, I wouldn't see them getting in the top 10. I don't think they're as bad as any of the other civs I just mentioned that won't get in. But they're kind of like Rome, except they've not been bad. They're just in a tough spot in general. So yeah, I'd probably skip them out as well. But every other civ that I haven't mentioned, unless I've forgotten a couple of other terrible ones somewhere. I don't think so, actually, looking at the map. I look like I covered them all. Oh, the Ottomans, I think, are still around. Yeah, they're definitely not coming back from this. But, yeah, every other civ. So, the Shoshone, Iroquois, Inca, Brazil, Zulu, Egypt, Arabia, Byzantium, Britain. I think that might be it. Oh, and Japan. They could all probably still get in that top 10. I think the other 6 are pretty solidly in it. So that is... The 6 that are solidly in it are the Cree, Songhai, Persia, Russia, Huns, and Mongolia. I think Russia is the only one there that would definitely probably fall out of it before the end. Or the Huns, but I think it's like 80% likely the Huns will survive, 20% for Russia. They're going to go to war at some point, surely. Can't be peaceful forever, I imagine. Zulu's got autocracy too. And then, what was I going to say? And I mean, Persia might fall to Mongolia, but I think 124 turns. Genghis has been pretty peaceful, basically. I think he'll leave them be for this one, at least. He's been kind this game. He's given them a chance. That's all they need. Surely he will. Surely gonna look after them. You would feel, but we'll see. I don't even know what I was saying there. I just got completely confused. Just started mumbling rubbish that probably made no sense. Sorry about that. What are we looking at right now? What are we looking at? I want to go look at some trade routes, if I can see any. Is there any Arctic trade routes? That'd be really cool. No, not really. Okay. I want to see what trade's like in the Atlantic. We did it in the Pacific like a couple of episodes ago. Not by choice, it was just sort of I was over there and I was like, oh, this looks cool and this looks cool. I finally saw a boat and it just disappeared. They obviously travel very far at the moment, or it went into the city. That might be why. Oh, where the heck did it go? Or maybe it went down this way. No? I don't know. There was an Iroquois cargo ship very briefly on the screen. Disappeared. Never mind. Keep going. Oh, Rome still that settler. Let's see. Who are the Songhais? They are going from Timbuktu to the Cree city in sort of northern South America. I don't even know where that is. I assume it's Brazil on the real map. At that sort of height. Maybe Guyana. All those sorts of places. Oh, Songhai definitely closing in. But they can't get a melee unit close enough. That cavalry might change that. There isn't a road. I mean, taking the capital should be much easier when there is a road. Shaka's still not got involved. In fact, he's not really got much of an army. Obviously, we can see he's very much navally focused, exploring the world at the moment. So, fair play to him if he wants to do that instead. Seems like a good move. Persia now have 4 planes. Not really putting them to use. Not really sure what the main use of them would be. What would Persia do now that they have planes? I mean, they're not going to attack Mongolia. I don't think they're going to get anything out of India anytime soon. So I guess maybe Arabia, maybe the Ottomans. I don't really see them winning any other wars, to be honest. Doesn't seem all too likely for them, I'm guessing. But hey ho, could happen. Could be on its way. Maybe. Highly doubt it. Oh, Ethiopia. Mounting the defense of dreams. How are they pulling this off? Not sure they will be able to hold on for much longer, but we'll see. I mean, a lot of these units, low health, planes, doing their work. But yeah, Ethiopia just keeps producing more and clinging on. And I definitely don't see the Zulu joining anytime soon. They seem happy with Ethiopia being alive. Maybe the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Maybe Ethiopia and the Zulu team up. What a twist that would be. Have Mongolia settled yet? They had all those settlers. This is new. That might not have been what they settled just because it's at 4 already, but that is new. This is not new. The other ones, oh no, they're all coming down. Yeah, 1 here, so they grab Uluru for the faith, and there's 2 more, probably here and here. So this city will have the wheat, this one will have the gold and the incense. That will be quite nice. And that will pretty much complete Mongolia and Australia. The borders will fill up pretty quickly from there. And that will look quite cool. I like that. You know what, Mongolia? At least if they're going to do something, they're doing it thoroughly. Passive expansion. This is all pretty cool. And Japan is trading with them. It's a good little trade route there. Very safe. No one really in the area. Shaka is actually really reinforcing this area. He's like giving up on Africa. He's just like, yep, I want this bit of land between 2 superpowers. Because why not? Maybe he's going to be the peace broker. I mean, not that there's been a war. Persia now with artillery. That's going to much... Okay, maybe they had that the whole time. No, it looks new. That's definitely going to help them defend themselves against any invasions. That will be useful. Russia is still trying to take Vienna. It's just not going their way, is it? Crossbowmen, not really the unit of the month. Although, saying that, Byzantium still have them. You never know. They still have Galeuses, so I wouldn't... Even Rome has frigates. Come on, Byzantium. You're letting the team down here as one of the... Maybe these guys should merge, form a super team. That'd be pretty cool. Don't see it happening. Oh, there was a city that fell. I missed it altogether. Well, of all the people you didn't want controlling the Panama Canal, there you go. Mongolia just stole all the Iroquois' hard work. That's a good move. Pretty good move, I guess, for them. Maybe not so good for the rest of the world. But another win for Genghis. He's played very smart, and he's reaping his rewards. That's all I can say. Good move, dude. Just slipping on in there. Gotta like that. Gotta appreciate it. He's definitely putting his foot down to these other civs. That's quite funny. I can't believe this area is just so free. Like a city here would have been great with the resources, or here with the gold, here with the wheat. Actually, not so much here, because it would have been a big city with like no happiness. But even Brazil down here, like it's not really grown much, not doing much. I would have just been using this for everything, especially since it's Brazil's only coastal city. I mean, I don't know why they didn't just settle one here. Surely you must have some happiness. Like, surely you could do that, Brazil, without being an issue. 5 turns still to vote on embargoing Mongolia and India. Obviously, it would be interesting what would happen to Mongolia if they got embargoed. That would be a huge amount of money gone. I mean, I'm sure they're making plenty, but I'm sure that would lead to some military cuts pretty quickly, I guess. That would not be ideal. Sure, they wouldn't want that. See, maybe they could do fine. Maybe they could win from that point on. Also, hashtag remove Mongolia. I know the movement's still gathering some momentum, although I think Keep Mongolia definitely crushed them last time I checked. Yeah, I mean, if we remove Mongolia, I'm pretty sure like Persia will just take their place and be even stronger because they already have all of this. I don't think it's a bit late for that one. Maybe next time. But in this game, too far. Sorry, can't get rid of them now. They did just grab their 2 new cities, pretty much exactly where I thought they would go. There's actually space for one more if they were really trying to fill this land up. I mean, this place, Mongolia and Australia, looks pretty great. Pretty cool place. I can't believe Ankara. I love how the Ottomans are just here. They're just like, yep, we're here now, trading with Mongolia. They don't seem to mind either. That's quite impressive. Shoshone are holding on, despite the Kree now having an air force, although to be fair, it's very spread out, and mostly consists of great war bombers, I think. Or maybe even triplanes. No great war bombers. Not the best unit. Ethiopia putting up such a brave defense. Askia still being embarrassed here by the Mihal Safari units. That's pretty good. He has planes. He does have some great war infantry now, but yeah, he could do like some land ships or something. Bowling on in, because this has just not gone well for him at all. He is being humiliated by Ethiopia at the moment. This is fantastic. I would like a new war to break out, ideally. Just something else to be our main topic. Oh, there we go, Ottomans. That's what you need. It's the industrial era. That's not that bad. Considering the position they're in, I guess that's not that bad. Their units are still very far behind, but they have a car. They must have stolen it, but their general does have a car for himself. That's obviously the corruption kicking in. That citadel is so high. Look at the size of the walls. It just looks ridiculous. It's like half the size of the mountain. Pronounced that completely wrong. Sorry. Don't roast me, please. I'm very surprised Byzantium has not gone after the Ottomans. Like, you have the boats. Like, you're probably the only civ that could... I mean, Persia could definitely do it now. They just obviously don't want to for whatever reason. But, oh my goodness. Are you serious? They had one more land tile, and it's gone. And I'm pretty sure it was this. No, it was this one. It was this one. It was very weird, but it was that one. There we go. And they lost some sea tiles too. Persia's just vassalizing them very slowly. I guess now they'll probably just get taken out pretty soon. Oh, Mongolia v the Mayans. Okay, well, this is going to go... Oh my goodness, I never saw this. I thought the Shoshone would prevent the invasion of Mongolia into North America, but they just took a completely different path. We did not see this coming. Mongolia v the Mayans. Byzantium and Carthage teaming up on Rome. Finally, this is what I wanted. Although Byzantium, I mocked the Russian crossbowmen. I jinxed it with that one, didn't I? Russia is probably going to take Vienna in the next turn, which will be a big blow to Byzantium. Before this war even begins, I'm not sure how well Rome will do against Carthage. They have a naval technology advantage, but they don't have a numbers advantage. Obviously, Byzantium has a lot of boats if they can get round. Japan v Rome. Okay, Britain v Rome. That's going to make it awkward. I think Paris is strangely... Oh no, it's not on the coast. I thought it looked like it was for a minute. This tile looks like it's underwater. But yeah, Britain... Okay, that makes it a little bit tougher for Rome. Let's see. This might be the fall of Rome. But Byzantium struggling themselves. So it could be interesting nonetheless. But there we go. Europe exploding into life. It was going to come sooner or later. It had to. Persia's turn right now. Let's see if they actually go after the Ottomans instead of just stealing all their land very pettily. I think they're still using their planes to attack India. Fair enough. Lots of trade with Mongolia. Not sure if that will last in 3 turns' time. It's now Rome's turn. Most of their military... Okay, here we go. Russia. The musketman is here. I think it was Russia that accidentally took Paris when the game broke, didn't it? So let's hope that them taking Vienna all these turns later doesn't break it. Okay, just moved me away. My hand wasn't even on the mouse. Oh, it's down to 0 health, but very smart. Byzantium killed the melee unit, but now this Gatling gun's here. They can't really get their units in. That's pretty brutal. Crossbowmen putting in the work. We'll see if Britain actually... I mean, Rome can't do anything with boats here, obviously. They're very cut off. But we will see if Britain could actually pull this off. I really doubt it. They don't have that many melee units. They have a lot of boats, but not too many melee units. I think the boats are more to protect against Russia, if it was ever to come. Does Russia even have... Oh yeah, the city is coastal. But yeah, they have 1 caravel, 1 tile. Not really great. Their other coastal cities are Puppet, and that's also blocked off by the Huns. So Russia is pretty much an inland civ. As is Attila, really. His boats don't have anywhere to go. I mean, his fleet up here is pretty cool. Whether he would actually use it ever, I don't know. Could be a complete waste of money, but we'll never know. Yeah, it seems Rome's doing fine for now. I think Byzantium is the more... Russia taking the city of Vienna is a bigger possibility right now. Mongolia, the frigates will definitely be able to shoot from the sea, so Palenque will be under siege here. It's just a question of how big a fight can the Mayans put up. The artillery is going to be doing damage. But yeah, this might be the bowing out moment for the Mayans, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. Had to be that way. But yeah, I was thinking like the Shoshone would always just about hold on, deny Mongolia access for long enough, give the Cree as much time as possible. But now Mongolia is just invading Central America, and they will have a perfect landing point to attack either North or South America. Just what you needed. Arabia with autocracy doesn't quite look yet like anyone. What's the words I'm looking for? That words, they're gone when you talk for half an hour. I've still got an hour to do today. Oh man. Still no planes for Mongolia. That's what I wanted to say. Still no planes. Just Mongolians. Yep. That's all I can muster right now. There's a lot of settlers in here. We're 2 turns away. Probably next episode we'll find out if they get embargoed. Are they going to lose all their money? Which will be quite interesting. Rome seems to be doing fine for now. There are plenty of cannons around Paris, so they're moving around. And they're actually attacking the city of Carthage. That is a bad idea. Although you destroyed all Carthage's boats. But Byzantium could easily come over here, capture units in the sea, and kill a lot of them. But yeah, Rome actually seems pretty well defended. Like, they don't have that many units, but considering the tiles they have, they seem very much ready to deal with this. Now, Russia should have no business taking Vienna this turn. However, we know the AI can seem a bit crafty. I'm sure they could if they... Okay, nope, they didn't even move the musketmen closer. Never mind. They're just wasting all our time. Fair enough. British first rate, that's a pretty good boat to have. And, ooh, Mongolia. They don't need planes. They are now into the atomic era. That doesn't mean they have nukes or anything. They will need the Manhattan Project, etc. first. But it does mean, obviously, they're in that sort of realm now. Are very far ahead. That's where they are. Looks like they're finally going to settle the Philippines. Took them long enough. But finally, heading out that way. Took them a while, but they finally made their minds up. Decided to head out that way. Probably for the best, I would imagine. Come on, Brazil. Do something. Just like prodding them with the stick. Like, come on. Come on, Brazil. You know you want to. I don't know what. I don't know. Attack the Incans. It's probably your only option. Just do it. Inca are busy over here, look. It would be easy for you. I'm sure. Don't know what the Kree are up to at the moment. Oh, they're still going after the Shoshone. Like, this city's not even worth having, is it? It's in the mountains. It's hard to get to. I guess the AI really wants it because it's an easy capital. In theory, it's easy to get to. And it's also going to help towards the domination victory. So obviously the AI takes domination victory probably a little bit too literal. They are just focused on gaining those capitals, even though Mongolia only has, what, 2 capitals? Oh no, they have Siam as well. Oh yeah, I said all that stuff about them being peaceful and forgot Siam. Sorry, Siam. But that is going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on the video. Be sure to leave a comment down below. And of course, do be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. I mean, if you've watched this far and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Just subscribe. It makes everything easier. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.